Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because it goes into, the question of, and you're an artist, how do you feel about artists who write their music compared to artists who don't write their music? And before you answer, I always said, if you're a singer and you don't write your music, I can't really knock you too much because you got to know how to sing.
Yeah.
But if I had a writer, I would be lit right now. Like, I would become an artist. If I could find me a ghostwriter who was lit, man, I'd be rapping, I'd be on tour and all that.
So, you gotta, my opinion, my homies know, I always say this, is what your goal is.
Yeah.
Like, if your goal is being one of the best artists in the world, that doesn't, you can, like, it's not even a goal. Like, you have writers, like, you there's people co-writing. Like, even with a writer, like, as an artist, like, if two artists get on the record, both of them writing their parts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like, I might go to the other artists on the record and be like, hey, should the hook be like this? Or I got this piece for the hook.
Right.
Like, bro, I think you should say this.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's just part of the you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, that's all
and
cool.
That's
good.
Yeah.
But
if you just straight now.
Ghostwriting,
yeah.
It is what it is. Like I said, me personally,
You're not an artist at that point though. You're really an entertainer.
My words careful here.
It's almost like you're an actor. The people write the script and you gotta get on screen and do it. It's similar to that.
Singing and rapping a little different.
Yeah, it's way different. Because Beyonce don't write her music, but
what it is. Like,
can't nobody duplicate. Sorry for cutting you off, but can't nobody duplicate her performance on stage or the way she may project her voice. So
sometimes it's not even fully like, and that's why I don't want to give like. There's a collaboration, like a songwriter might write a song for Beyonce,
right?
But she's an artist as well. Like, she has a mind of herself. She might want to change a word. She might want to change the perspective of what's going on. So and then like, so my point being is like, if you want to be the best artist,
right?
You will have other people help write. I mean, like, can you be the best artist and write everything by yourself?
Right.
Yeah. You can do that too. It's really what your goal is. It's like, yo, I want to be I don't know one to touch.
Right.
Nothing.
And that was like Meek's. That was Meek's like beef when it started, where he was saying like, and they was like, oh,
I was like dancing around the Drake because I love Drake as an artist, and I think, yo, don't discredit Drake's pen.
Yeah. But I feel it, bro.
Y'all don't discredit his pen just because. We heard some reference tracks. It is what it is.
But then Meek wasn't the only one. Pusha came out though and said that like they got a whole team over there.
I mean,
and I'm saying this as a fan of like, bro. When I found out that they said, and then, it's still a rumor, but when they said that Wayne didn't write the Carter One, like I was crushed. I'm a Wayne fan. Like, you never heard that? They said Gilly wrote. They claimed that's him. This is just allegedly.
Gilly who?
Gilly the Kid from Philly. So Gilly used to be signed to Cash Money.
Nah, I never heard that.
Yeah, Gilly was signed to Cash Money. And when you listen to the Carter One, it was when Wayne kind of got into this new flow, new approach of just, it was just a new style. But when you listen to Gilly 2, it does sound similar. But they claim that Gilly helped write the Carter One. Now, in Wayne's defense, though, even if he did, it doesn't matter that much because after the Carter One, after Gilly left Cash Money, Wayne still was lit every year. So, if he did write it, he did. If he didn't, but it's not like, okay, if you left, but he produced and kept going. But they claim that he did that. But, like, I know Pusha has said before, like, they got a team of writers over there. It'd be a lot of stuff. And I know for me, like, I love music so much. Sometimes I listen to a song, I go to the song or scroll.
Okay, well, my bad. Let's Drake sing, though.
Right.
So it's like, I think the line's a little blurry.
So it's kind of like he's in the category of both, like a singer and a rapper.
I think, like, when he rapping, but like, so it's like, the question, I guess when it comes down to the question is, if someone give you a reference and it's melodic, and he a singer too, and he don't just rap, and he, you know what I'm saying, he's co-writing. I mean, and like I said, like, someone sending you, like, put like I said, from a singer perspective, I'm a producer. I might make a beat. I have a melody in my mind. I got some ideas. I might get on the mic and sing that and send it to the R&B singer.
Right.
So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, in my perspective, it's changed. Like, I get it from a rapper. I think the argument is like, can you say you're the best rapper alive?
Right, and that's what I think.
I mean, have you ever heard Drake say he the best rapper alive?
Nah, I mean, Drake just talk his slick talk.
Yeah, he talk his shit.
But I don't think he, maybe claim the best rapper alive. He kind of, I mean, Drake all around him. He act, he sing, he, dance. He
dance?
I'm saying like try to dance. Yeah, not like he a dancer, but
I mean,
yeah, he kind of do a lot. But I guess, and that's what Meek was saying. I was like, you can't say you this, you that if you're not putting that pen to the paper. Because I mean, rap is competitive though. So
yeah, man,
But I also think about what you kind of what we touched on earlier, just about social media and the internet compared to like if Meek felt that way about Drake years ago, like just years ago, it wouldn't have been produced through the tweets he put out. It would have been maybe he took a shot at on wax. And I feel like stuff like that be conceived different because now when you tweet something or you say something, the internet gasses it up, and then it becomes a thing of he said blah, blah. Then artists, it's different how artists respond. Everything where I miss the Beans and the Jada battles, the on wax battles. Now it's like somebody gonna post something, then they gonna post something on the story, then they gonna tweet it and they'll sneak this, and it's just.
I'm not a big Twitter person. Yeah. I can't get into the culture of like going back and forth with somebody on Twitter. Me personally. I see it happen a lot, and it's I guess it's normal at this point, but I just don't see myself doing it. I ain't like how you have Twitter beef.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? I'm finna. I mean I get it. Like we have a statement, especially when you're a public figure. You got what I'm saying. You got to address certain things, but that's fine. Address some things, but I'm not finna go back and forth with someone.
And some people use that as marketing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see you, you just
because you could sometimes follow the trend of artists that start may start a beef or something, but then it's like they start a beef Friday and they drop a tape next Thursday. Yeah. So it's like I think some of the too they use it as like marketing tools to release stuff. But
now going back to what you were saying though. With how like Twitter, like you know what I'm saying, back then, if the before like social media heavy, man, nigga put that in some bars, you know what I'm saying, get at Drake, and then it'd be like everybody, the blogs would be like, oh, who is he talking about?
Right.
Oh, is he talking about Drake? And then then he might do an interview like on 106 & Park, shocking. Oh yeah, man, nigga Drake don't write all his shit.
Yeah.
Everybody like, what
I
the
miss
fuck?
Those days.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I miss videos even premiering on 106. Like
it would be like that, but now it's like
everything just touch of a button.
Bro, you can if you're at a certain level, like bro, you got a certain amount of following, you can get on at any moment. You just get on your phone and just the world, a part of the world, just start watching you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's
and I be saying it's so funny.
It's powerful though. It's powerful.
But I be saying that like when the artist will go live or something, I be thinking that I be like, man, like. I'll be like, if I get on live and I just know it's 300,000 people like paying attention, like that's kind of weird. But and they're it's good for them like marketing and getting the word out. But I be looking like, man, that's like it's a lot of pressure and a lot of power.
I mean, like it's it's a different perspective. Like you know, you saying like, I mean, so you got anybody watching you. I don't like to put too much like on numbers personally, because it's like you have an audience no matter how small, no matter how big. Because some people got millions, some people got 10,000, some people got 100 million. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's and that's why I think I'm glad you said that too, because it is good to get numbers and sell them be big. But if you got 10,000 core followers, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you may, even if you don't have the whole 10, you might still have 7 or 5. But if you got 1 million followers, all 1 million people not following you, they going with what's marketing, what's the trend, what's hot. So it's like, it's like, 2 years later, what happened to such and such? But it might be a handful of people that still listen to him. But the people that's like core following, that's like J. Cole, bro. Like, I tell people, like, I like J. Cole. J. Cole fans make me not like him. It's like, for real, bro. Like, and I like J. Cole music, but like the fans are like, but it's a good thing in Cole's see, it's like, bro, they're so committed.
We're Cole.
Like, like that's what it is. When people be like, Cole. And I'm like, like I rock with Cole, but I'm like, dog, calm down. Like, I love Cole. Like, Friday Night Lights, one of my favorite tapes ever. Favorite mixtapes ever. Like, I love that mixtape. Especially like it was when I got to college. Like, Bro, it was a different, like, coming home for that Christmas break.
I don't seen Cole perform so many times.
I still never seen him, bro. I feel so crazy.
I met Cole, bro.
Word. Oh, you did tell me that. You did tell me that. Yeah. You did tell me that.
Cool dude, man.
Yeah. But I think...
like, he, I think.
See, look, you one of the fans. You getting all. I can tell how you reacting. Y'all love.
We were talking about this earlier. I was talking about with another artist, authenticity. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say Cole is
there's
himself.
Something about artists that are. I feel like I've seen. Like
Erykah Badu, example.
It's just yo.
You use like you
need some of them innocents.
And I think right, and I think the thing with like Erykah Badu, probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to. I think with that thing,
you been to Erykah Badu?
Yeah, bro,
Man,
dope. I was in Atlantic City, bro. It was Erykah Badu, Tyrese, and I forget who else, but they did a thing. But Erykah was lit, bro. But I think what that is too, because in the world, it's kind of changing, but. Usually it's hard for people to just be their true selves. It's like the world creates it where, you go get a job, you gotta act a certain way or you talk a certain way on the job or off the job. And that was something where like, people said they loved about Nipsey was that like he was fully himself, but he still was doing positive stuff. And I think that's an advantage. I think it's like when you see someone like, oh, this person really being themselves. And like, people who feel like that are going to gravitate towards him. Like I feel like Cole's entire fan base is people that have that individual, individuality type trait about them.
I think people are I think people are scared of what people think.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's interesting though because social media highlights this.
Right.
But it's also pushing more people to go in a do it themselves mentality. So it is interesting more people are like kind of catching that independence. Like I'm gonna do this myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna build my own platform. I'm gonna build my own station, et cetera, et cetera. But at the same time, a lot of people are not still because they are fearing what someone else thinking.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man. Like,
and that's a lot of. I mean, I even as myself, I did dealt with that. I think over the past year or two, bro, I got in that space where it's like. People expect certain things from you or people expect certain stuff, but it's like, end of the day, you got to do what make you happy. You got to be you. And it's like, if you yourself are authentic, you're going to last long. Because if you're trying to keep up with that image or you trying to, and it ain't even be about chasing the image, but sticking with the norm.
I want to say this because like you said, you just got to be you, right?
Yeah.
I think people need to take time to find them.
Bro, hey. Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, before you can be something, you gotta know what you are.
We gotta know what you are. And that takes work.
Yeah, and life is crazy.
That's
life ain't crazy for you, go live more.
Yeah, right.
But or you ain't really looking, I don't know, you ain't looking outside. But,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's like
wild shit going on.
That's like me, bro. This whole
turn on the news.
Yeah, this whole year for me has been like the year of purpose. And I would say since 2010, when I started school at Del State, it was a quote from an author there, S. Renee Smith, and she said, when you find your pain, you find your purpose. So I took that to like study social work. I took that to really attack the community engagement because like all my friends, got killed and locked up. So find my pain, find my purpose. But as I grow into an adult and I'm still learning myself, I still feel like I'm still I'm at the verge right now where I feel like I know my purpose, but I'm still trying to find it. So like, for example, this podcast, I started it because I sat back and I'm thinking like, okay, what's some God-given abilities that I got that is natural? One of them is what we doing right now, talking to people, having a conversation. And I feel like, okay, if I don't use this, like Nip say, find your purpose or you wasting air. So it's like you always trying to dig that. And I think you really, like you just said, you got to find you. You find you through trials and tribulations. You find you through trying new things. And I think for me, bro, that's why people tell you, I've been moving around state to state, country, job. Because I'm really like, okay, let me see what it's like. Now I'm about to be 29 next month. I'm really at the verge where like, I knew a little bit of my purpose, but now it's like, I'm knowing it and I'm making it become more of me just, like you said, you doing you. Because if you walk into your purpose, nothing's going to feel like a task or a job. It's going to be natural. Like this just is me every day.
You willing to grow.
Yeah.
It's that simple, bro. You're consistently willing to grow.
Facts.
If you're consistently willing to grow, your purpose might change. But is that's I feel like that's the key component, right?
Yeah.
And it's that simple.
Yeah, and you gotta, that's true. You gotta be willing, like you said, willing to grow because, like you said, it might change.
Because I like that quote you said.
Find your pain, find your purpose. Yeah, bro, that's something I live by, bro. You find your pain, you find your purpose. Like it's related to, like I said, the community work I do. It's related to having bad experiences, post college, like working in the workforce, like really just not having bad managers, having bad systems, stuff like that. I've had that a lot of times where it caused me to say, oh, I'm going to go get my master's in human resources. I'm going to learn how do you create a positive culture. I'm going to learn how do you do organization development because I had these bad experiences. So it's really true, though. And I think, too, that's what supports a lot of great music. Like I tell people all the time, bro, NBA Youngboy, I haven't listened to NBA Youngboy since 2017, right? Mm-hmm. And, I listen to his music, watch the documentaries, and now, his life is just in the limelight. But when you listen to a song like Lonely Child, like it cranks, it's hard. But when you really listen lyrics to lyrics, he talking, like he really like talking against him off his chest. And I feel like all the pain and stuff that he go through is became his purpose through music because he makes some great music. And it's like, but when you listen to them lyrics, you're like, man, this is like he's saying, Lonely Child. Somebody say something like, I got feelings just like I'm a little boy. But it's like when you listen to it, it's like, nah, this kid really been like through some stuff. But I feel like his purpose is to get as many kids that feel like him too. And like I like his music when he in that space. His turned up stuff be good too. But it's like I don't be want to hear that all the time. But when he get deep and talking about like the trauma that African American kids go through in this country, like growing up in those type of environments, is Baton Rouge. I think that's his best space, and I think it's his purpose. But it's also up for people to take those lyrics.
Go ahead,
bro.
No, that's like kind of had like you just made me realize something though, like. Because you said, what's the quote again? Find your pain, find your purpose. So, I guess the pain part stood out to me, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, I have a bar in my, the last song I put out, I think it's, Art, it's called Art. And the song Art, I say, something where humans suffer. I can't remember my own bar right now, but, humans suffer, but you enjoy it. That would really make you tougher. Something like that. I'm butchering my own bar. Right. But it's go listen to Art. Wait, listen to yourself. iTunes, all that. But anyway, basically, it's like you see how like you listen to when we listen to music that's like driving the pain. Yeah. It's like something about someone suffering we enjoy. Mm-hmm. Like in the sense of like we're not happy this person went through this. Right. But hearing them express this pain, we enjoy it. Yeah. And it's like that's why I feel like when you understand how pain works, like think about this, like another thing I think people should realize, like any pro athlete goes through a lot of pain, bro. Yeah. Like I watched the podcast and they said that and it really stuck with me.
They put it on the court.
Bro, but there's no thing about you wake up, you gotta train, bro. Think about like you have to put your body through a certain type of
and dealing with everything else going on.
Like that's
like Isaiah Thomas in the playoffs, his sister died in a car accident, but you still gotta
Like that's mental. That's that's another component. That's your mental strength. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like as you go through the ranks, but I'm talking about just. Like, if you're a pro athlete, you got to work up every day and challenge your body. Yeah. To maintain, like, I'm going to be on the court for how, or I'm going to be on the field. Like, I got to run. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Kobe
I
system.
got to eat. Now, that's mental, and I can't be eating anything because I got my body to function correctly.
Watch how much you drink, smoke, all that.
And, like, for example, but to the point of making, like, in the morning workout, that's pain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you putting a bunch of reps. Like,
that's
you know what I'm saying? You maxing out, like, that. But guess what? What's the results?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, how you look in the mirror, like, whatever your results are. Like, so, my point is, the relationship with pain. It's like we doing that self-help podcast.
Right. Hey, this is what it's about though. Like it's self-improvement. Like this is what the podcast is about. Like people should listen to this and take something from it and apply it to their life.
I'm just speaking from from my perspective, but I feel like the relationship with pain you have, keep finding new. How to say this? Your relationship with pain keep an awareness on that. Like be aware of like how you. There you go. Be aware of how pain relates to you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like, and then consistently grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're on the path to success whatever you're doing in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you're finding your purpose and you're
Right.
man, and that's how I'm living.
Like, and that pain and that purpose is gonna create passion.
Like for example, like I'm passionate about like for example, the Airbnb, like meeting new people.
Yeah.
And, like what, like you know what I'm saying? Like the relationship we have right now, us doing this podcast right now, was built on us both being passionate, and I feel like our purpose are intertwined in this.
Yeah.
And
facts.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's all about, bro.
Yeah. Nah, but, for real, bro.
Yo, to anybody listening, like, fuck that fear. Like, fuck anything you scared about.
Say that again, man. Say that again.
Like,
because I always tell people that's really the thing that holds people back.
It's fear, bro. You're scared about what someone's thinking. You're scared about the perception of something. Like this, like I think one of the most powerful things I heard was like, never worry about what someone else. Never worry about someone else's perspective.
Right.
Butchering this shit. I'll try to remember the quote. I want to get it right. My bad. Never. Now I'm taking my time trying to get it right. Never worry about someone else's perception of you.
Yeah.
So like, don't. Like right now, like I just fucked up. Or like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I butchered my own shit. I can't think about how you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? That once you get into those thoughts, it's like, yo, you're fucking up. Like we're live right now. We're in the moment. Like no one's perfect. Like I'm gonna listen back to this and like, okay, I want to get better at my public speaking. This is my first podcast.
Yeah.
So that's just me though as a person. But the moment like, and I guess I'm kind of thinking about, you know what I'm saying. But it's for me because it's how I am.
Yeah.
The moment you start thinking about, okay, just. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Do it, yeah.
And it's really just basically, I think it's fear.
Yeah.
And Will Smith has a great quote where he says, God placed the best things behind fear.
Yeah. Whatever you're scared of, do it.
Yeah, man. As I'm challenging my fears, I'm finding out, like, yeah, man.
Find out so much
life
about
is
yourself.
Cool.
Yeah,
life can be great, and but man. I don't know how we got here.
This is just cool though, bro. This is. I think because everything that you talking about though, about from the fear, from pain, the purpose. This I think is one of the most important parts of like creating music.
Yeah.
Like how you just said, we enjoy the suffering. Like I'm a Future fan. People will say, "Oh, Future only make the best music when he's sad." They see him now with a girlfriend. They be like, "Oh, we about to get some BS Future music." So it's like when you mention Confessions. You know what I mean? When you think about those,
my God, he going through some shit.
Yeah, when you think about King, when T.I. best friend got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like people make they best. Like for me, I feel like just my best friend Ryan got killed. My childhood best friend, 15. Yeah. I became like that's what the pain and purpose related to me, doing social work and everything. But like at that moment, I like just turned all the way up off the like I don't want to die. And it was like before that you had other people getting killed and locked up, typical stuff. But that moment right there, it was like I was like, okay, I'm not going down that route. So my drive and passion just became, even still to this day, just became, I'm doing this for Ryan, I'm doing this for Ryan, I'm doing this for Ryan. I'm gonna do this for like what I mean. It just became that type of thing where it pushed me, and I feel like. That's the thing. Like sometimes,
man, like, dog, like, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you good, bro. Go ahead.
It was like, so I'm really sorry for your loss. I know you.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
You said it was your
my childhood best friend. Yeah, 2008, 15.
So like, and this is like a memory I have because it's like I was so young.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in daycare, elementary, this is before elementary. I had my best friend at the time.
Yeah.
Growing up, like kid, young kid. I remember one day, like he just stopped showing up, and like it was I don't know. Like, this is a random. Like it's like I haven't told no one this story. Like really. Yeah. And I think one of the aides or the teachers came and told me like had a car accident. you know, I never seen him again.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and it's like it's so, and like this is like dates back to pain because it's like that was my like best friend like, at the time. And it's even me talking to you about it right now, it's like I don't even know. It was so I think like as a kid, like you as a kid, you go through different traumas,
right?
And you start like you bury them.
Mm-hmm.
And like for me, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you're just scared to go back and deal with like these boogie monsters or like
and you got to
these
though.
like and like right now like it's like, but when you realize it's like dang like how did you deal with the pain then? Like some people don't deal well with pain. You know what I'm saying? You might just go get a bottle and take it to the head,
and you don't notice that it's still messing with you.
Yeah, now
and I give you that example. It's because like I said, that happened. You know, for me it was in 2008. And, you know, I got over by just grinding, doing good, serving community, becoming a mentor, all this type of stuff. But I didn't go to counseling until, I started counseling in 2017. I started going to counseling because they had free services on campus, like, you know, counseling. So I'm like, let me go ahead. But I started going with my cousin, rest in peace to Taquan. He had committed suicide. So, you know, his death affected me more than I thought because, like, you know, of course, after we kind of got older, we weren't, like, always close. But when we was, like, kids, you know, we hung together. We was close. We was tight. And it's through marriage. Like, his uncle and my aunt are now married. So I remember when that happened, though, I just was, like, so kind of upset and felt the type of way because I was like, dang, you know, why Tate do that? Why Tate do that? And when I started talking to the counselor, we started talking about, you know, Ryan dying in 2008. And, you know, counselors. And growing up sometimes, you know, we black. We ain't going no counselor. Go pray about it. You know, get over it, man up. So I went there and I, like, opened up. But she related Ryan's death to so many other areas in my life that I never thought about. From relationship to friendships to, you know, I remember when I went away to college, I purposely, and I didn't look at this, I kind of looked back and, like, thought about it. But I purposely didn't want to, not even college, right after 2008, like in high school, I purposely was not trying to get close to people because I thought they was going to get killed or I thought they was going to get locked up. Like my other friend Antonio, he got locked up 17, you know, serving a life sentence right now. So it's like those type of things, though, like you said, you got to go back. Even when you may think, like I said, this happened in 2008. I get in grad school in 2017, so you're talking almost 10 years later, and I'm talking to this lady in counseling, and she made me realize that incident was affecting other areas in my life as a grown man. Like, so it's yeah, bro. You
go back and deal with the past, bro.
You got to. Don't. And one of the things that what you just said was fear. Well, those one of the things that make us don't want to go deal with the past is the fear.
Yeah, because it's not fun.
Yeah, right. It ain't fun to open it up.
Experience, but once you. But that's the thing, like I said, we talk about pain. Once you get through that pain, all this, ain't nothing but bliss on the other side. Nah,
facts, bro, for sure, man. But yeah, man, I know we've been up here rapping, man. So do want to ask one last question. Then, if you got it in you, I think we should get a little slight freestyle in.
Okay.
But just wanted to ask, you know, all the things we talked about from the growth of music, creative process, marketing, independent, you know, so forth and so on. You don't got to get too deep in it. What would you say do you think is the biggest threat to music and artists today?
Oh man, I'm about to drop the most controversial answer ever. Oh man, I want to say, Spotify. No.
Hey man, this app is owned by Spotify, man. Shout out to Spotify, man.
Nah, like yo, listen. Did he just?
Hey, when I try to publish this episode, they gonna say, "Sir, you have something against our guidelines."
No. Here's the thing, bro. Nah, I'm joking, and it's not one. It's not just. It's not no. It's not.
But you saying no streaming though? You think streaming?
I think so. No ID put me on this perspective. Mm-hmm. I ain't talked to him. So I'm
about to say, you know, no ID, bro.
I saw him on the live. I didn't talk to him.
Okay.
He put his perspective that, like, you know, someone just one day said, hey, we're gonna take all the CDs out of the stores and artists getting paid $10 for an album. we just gonna make a subscription service for the same price that for cost for one album.
Yeah.
But we're gonna put everybody's album on it and everybody's single, and so it's like for the consumer.
I miss those days.
For the consumer, like it's really hard to. For me, as an artist, I have an uphill battle to get you to purchase a physical copy or just my album for $9.99 when you can go pay probably less with than $9.99. You can do a free trial and they're gonna listen to my album.
For real.
You go, you know what I'm saying? So it's changed, and it's not. Things gonna change. Things gonna evolve. It is what it is. Can't live in the past. So, but I guess there should be I think artists should be getting funded differently because I think independent. I think there's more independent artists.
Yeah. And
I think producers gonna start what's the thing called a union. I think producers gonna start a union.
Oh, okay.
If producers start a union, a big producer got to really put that together. But that happens, you're gonna see more like unions start, and then I think that would be the birth of, some more money coming in for independent artists.
Gotcha.
And that's always good.
Okay. But yeah, man, we can wrap this up, man. Definitely appreciate you coming on the show, bro. I think it's important to, highlight music and like artists and engineers, whatever you want to call it, because, not just me being a fan of music, man. Music is one of the most powerful tools in the world today. No, I think about, I've made relationships with people just off of us like, oh man, what you know about that Future? Oh, what you know about that old Gucci Mane? And then like music is just a way of like, bro, I hate having to work out without music. I hate having to drive in a car without music. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's just so many things that people use music for, like how we may see our parents when that Anita Baker come on, or that old Sam Cooke, whatever, like just the bag that it puts them in, or like when we may hear an old song, like I hit, man, when I be listening to old Lil Wayne, mixtape Wayne, I'm like, sheesh, like,
you with that, you with that girl and you trying to,
you need that music.
Like, listen, I don't just play rap music now.
Right. That's like, man, I think about, bro, shout out to Trey Songz.
You slip a record in, oh my bad, that's the wrong playlist. That's bro, for other occasions.
Trey Songz in college, bro, man. I tell Trey Songz got a lot of people some happy times in college, bro, for real. Passion, Pain, and Pleasure album. Bro, I'm talking about The Doorbell, all them stuff, bro.
Yo, that's a good,
it was like, man, if you couldn't win with that, you just wasn't going to win at all. Man. You wasn't going to win at all.
I ain't even going to go down that.
I ain't even.
Rabbit hole, we not going. That's another podcast, bro.
For sure, man.
Them playlists, them records, but, let me see. Should I do a verse real quick? I don't think I want to.
It's up to you, man. You got a beat? We got a beat?
I want to.
Acapella?
I'm going to do acapella. I'm going to. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of Fox Room. This is a record called FTS. I said, fuck it, I don't trust it. Let me see some facts. I was hitting buckets back in school, but I chose to rap. Niggas said I'm trash. Bitch, please, you just smell the gas. About to light it up, we got a 7. We gon' make it last. Niggas talking wild, they my child. Got a lot of sons. Nigga been a shit. Loose fit, like I got the runs. Yeah, I got the funds. It's abundant. I ain't even stunting. I just hit a button. Now we fucking. It's all of a sudden. I just get the pussy, then I dip. I got work in the morning. I like counting paper. Now later. Do that while she snoring. Something foreign. Get me A to B. Hey man, I'm starting.
Yeah, okay.
A to B, yeah, from A to Z. Bitch, I've been the plug. No, I got it. Tell me what you need. Yeah, Shaun's Room.
That's dope. That's dope, bro.
But that's on a beat called. It's on a record called FTS.
Okay.
Y'all would know what FTS mean when y'all hear the record. And it's on Fox Room, Star Fox Bobby Production, and I'm excited for everybody to hear that. Facts, bro. And let the people know, bro, your social media handles, YouTube channel, all that. Where you can find your music Shaun's Room, everything. SHAUNSROOM, all together. You're going to see it in all caps. At Shaun's Room, just look that up. You'll find me. Simple. Shaun's Room.
Alrighty, bro. No question, man. Like I said, again, appreciate you for coming on the show, bro. And look forward to having you back on the show.
For sure, man. Hey, real quick, I'm happy you doing this, bro.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying? Much blessings, much, growth. Continue doing this, bro. And, we're going to do this. We're going to double back now. 2022, 2021, right?
Yeah, 2021. You're a Drake
crazy.
friend. Mentally, I'm already on next shit. But nah, man. Thank everybody for tuning into the Dreams by Any Means podcast, where faith plus hustle equals success. We just tuned into Shaun's room live here in Miami, Florida. Stay tuned for the next episode.